Hello, my friends, and this time I should say my last greetings to you from Luxor in Egypt. Well, last for foreseeable future, I hope not for forever, but I am going now to Latvia for 3 months and then further afield after that, which you will be able to follow in my next videos, which I will show you. So, I'm taking a bus here from Luxor. You saw the boat with which I crossed River Nile, and now I'm taking a go bus to Cairo, and I'm taking the desert route, so not the River Nile route, but the desert route, as you see. So friends, it looks like we have a break. This is a 10-hour bus ride from Luxor to Cairo through the middle of nowhere, as you can see, through desert. And the next bus ride will be 8-hour bus ride from Cairo to Sharm el-Sheikh. So it's a possibility to stretch our legs here. And look at the nothing around. If we choose so. And this place in the middle of nowhere. Shall we look and see what's interesting there? The usual stuff. That's the place which we just left. And this is how it looks around here. Not much to see really. Here and there you can see some house, but for most of the time you don't see anything, like any life at all. No plant, no animal, no people. That was one stop for food, and was it the petrol station as well? I don't think even it was. But yeah, you see these kind of landscapes. Middle of nowhere, desert, Sahara, nothing. And you drive like this for 10 hours, not much changing. You just have these landscapes. Sometimes you see some river bed, which is dry of course, but nothing much more. Behind the windows we can enjoy Egyptian landscapes, and inside of these windows we can enjoy the world famous Egyptian cinema. Egyptian films. This is the main reason why all Arab world is understanding Egyptian dialect, which is very useful dialect, because Egyptian films are so abundant and popular that everybody in the Arab world, in all the Arab countries, they have been watching Egyptian films, and because of that they can speak Egyptian Arabic. And this one here is a very unusual sight. I just caught it. The small village in the middle of nowhere, but you don't see them often at all. Most of the time it's like this. At best you have some civilization in the form of highway. You see it here, but that's it. Sometimes electricity lines. Here we have some mountains, something a bit more interesting. Another break shortly before sunset to get another stretch for our legs. They're getting the petrol, the diesel. I guess it's not a proper break. By the way, in Egypt it's very typical that even a public transport, while it's on the route, can simply go and take diesel. It's not considered rude or unprofessional. That's just normal stuff. Bus needs diesel, doesn't it? Well, this ride wasn't very far. We came from there to here and we stopped here. I wonder, since the sunset is approaching, could it be that they will be organizing for eating here? Because it's Ramadan now and they don't eat during the day, only after the sunset. Maybe they're waiting for that? We'll see now. And that's the most typical Egyptian taxi. This Peugeot is the most popular, well, in countryside at least, not in Cairo, I guess. The sun is indeed going down. Our bus is here and people got their food and they're waiting, but somebody has started to eat already. But most people are waiting and I know, it's now, that's the moment, that's when you start the eating. Sun is down, the mosque is singing and everybody is starting to eat. Ramadan in Egypt. And last Ramadan when I was in Cairo, I saw even in McDonald's people were ordering their things. Everybody was sitting, no spare table. And everybody was waiting until the mosque started and then they only started to eat. And by the way, this meal is called breakfast. Futur. It exactly means breakfast. That's what you eat in the morning normally. But this is, as far as I understand, even in English, breakfast is when you break fast. Yeah? You were fasting all day and then you break that fast with eating. And this is what happens now during Ramadan when the sun is setting down at the evening. It's not in the morning when you eat breakfast in Ramadan. And by the way, here you can see the very typical Christmas lights. They have them for Ramadan, not for Christmas obviously, when they use all the lights and decorations, as you saw in my Ramadan video from Luxor before. Time to continue our way. You see, friends, this is my YouTube channel. And down there is the link to my Patreon, where every now and again I post some little bit more personal videos where I share a bit more about my life. I thought maybe somebody of you might be interested. And here I will show you a few toll plazas. It was so dark that I couldn't film much for you, but you see we are going through the toll plaza and I'm filming from the back window of the bus. And there will be one more, so you can kinda get the feel of the night highway to Cairo. We're approaching Cairo and it's more and more traffic, more and more civilization around, but still the same Sahara desert. We are driving through Cairo already, about 10 minutes, and we will be in Tahrir Square in the center of Cairo. So friends, we have arrived in Cairo, Tahrir Square, and funny enough, it is only 10 past 8 o'clock, but we were scheduled to be arrived at 9. It doesn't happen often when Egyptians are earlier rather than later. Cool, my respect. And since I am now carrying with me almost all possessions which I have in my life, it means a big bag, and one of that biggest bag completely broke both of its wheels. So I used Uber to find a place where I could buy bags. Well, I have some really good news. I got new bag, this big beast. I had this one already, but I got now this big beast in this shop. This was crazy. My old one broke the wheel, but now it's all solved. So, happy days. Welcome to Cairo.
Welcome back to Egypt.
This is the Hilton Hotel in the very center, Ramses Hilton in the very center of Cairo. We are in a pretty much very heart of Cairo. Nile is there behind that viaduct. This is the Go Bus boarding station. How was it called? I forgot. In any case, the place from which Go Bus is leaving. And it is 11 o'clock evening, and I have my bus a little bit past 2 o'clock, so 3 hours from now. And I'm really tired. And you know what? I decided that I will become a little bit antisocial. I hope I will not insult anyone, but I'm doing this. I know it's ridiculous. I found a corner with reasonably strong fence. This part isn't very strong, but in that direction it should hold. And I have my hammock here. I will sleep for 3 hours before my bus comes, and my bags are behind me. Nobody will steal them from there, and my head will be right here. I will put them even closer to me. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm good. And unless police is catching me or something, I'll have 3 hours of sleep after 10-hour bus ride and before the 8-hour next bus ride in the middle of night. See you then, my friends. I'm quite comfy here. I'm not sure if you can see me, but I'm doing well. Sorry, dear Cairo people. I don't mean anything rude. I'm just tired. If you would like to hear more from me, my friends, and at the same time to support me in my ways, I would like to invite you to become my patron. You can find the link to my Patreon just below the channel description in my YouTube channel's About page.